Okay, let's do this before I kill myself. Welcome to my plot summary review of 50 Shades Freed, the third book in the best-selling trilogy of all time in the UK now, which is all kinds of depressing. Nothing could be worse than 50 Shades of Grey, and then we read 50 Shades Darker, which was ugh, and then 50 Shades Free. I don't know how anyone finished this book because it was so terrible. Words cannot describe. So let's just go for the plot here and you can just decide for yourself what you think. So the only thing that you really need to remember from 50 Shades Darker is that Anna had a boss named Jack who tried to like get busy with her and she wasn't having any of that. And so Christian kicked his ass and fired him, and now she's running the company because she has so much experience running an entire publishing company. And they say money doesn't buy jobs that you're not qualified for. Lies. At the end of 50 Shades Darker, Christian proposes to Anna, and so we open with 50 Shades Freed, and Anna and Christian are on their honeymoon. There's lots of sex involved in this honeymoon, which is the only interesting part. Other than that, there's flashbacks from the honeymoon to the wedding, which somehow is more boring than the honeymoon itself. I didn't know this was possible. It is. Goes on for about 70 pages. There's nothing you need to know in here other than that they had a honeymoon. Anna disobeyed him a few times by being scandalous, and that's about it. Story over. Who cares? I just never want to hate on Twilight ever again because somehow these 50 Shades books are like just unbelievably more terrible than Twilight could ever be on its worst day. Christian gets a call during the honeymoon, and this is kind of where the plot goes forward, but not really because it never actually catches on at all. He gets a call that says that someone has set fire to his office building, like in a certain area. It doesn't go very far, but they're pretty sure it's Jack Hyde, Anna's boss, who's like crazy. During the honeymoon, Anna has decided to shave all of her pubic hair. No reason, she just thought he might like it. But he notices that she's missed a few spots, and he gets down and dirty and shaves the rest for her, and she finds this extremely erotic, and I just find it really fucking weird. They get home from the honeymoon, Anna wants to go back to work. Christian doesn't want her to. He wants her to just sit in bed all day naked, and she's like, no. And this comes to the point in these novels where suddenly Anna gets like 1,000 times better than Christian. I thought, you know, the first two books, I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? She's terrible. And I think we give a lot of the blame to girl characters a lot, but Christian is the most misleading, terrible creature of a character I've ever read. He's terrible. He doesn't even make sense. So appealing to like what you should want in a boyfriend or a husband or a sex partner. Just like a whiny control freak. Yeah, if I wanted that, I would be into chicks, okay? Anna goes back to work, and Christian and her resume their stupid, witty banter emails, which are terrible and waste so much of my life and time reading them. Here is where Christian gets so weird, and Anna becomes suddenly like 1,000 times cooler than she ever was in the first two books. Anna wants to go get a drink with her friend Kate, and Christian is out of town, and he refuses to let her go because Jack's still on the loose, even though he has like 5 people from security like following her around all the time. She decides to disobey him, and she goes out for a drink anyway, and wow, nothing happens because there's like 5 people just staring at her the whole time. And Christian freaks out, and he's like super angry about it. And when she gets back home, he's still gone in New York, but Jack Hyde has broken into the apartment, and the security people get him on the ground and handcuff him. They take him into custody, but he was there to like kidnap and kill her or something. Basically kidnap her. We don't know if he was gonna kill her. I hope so. But he does not get to succeed, unfortunately. And then Christian shows up the next day, and he's so overreacts to just about everything that happens. He just keeps saying he's super pissed at her, he wants to beat the shit out of her, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Because he came back because she disobeyed him, not because Jack Hyde broke into the apartment, which is completely normal. And then he's mad because, you know, if he had told her to go home, then Jack Hyde would have got her, but who cares? She would have had security there anyway. Just, dude, let her live her life. And Anna totally stands up for herself here, and, you know, rock on, Anna. That's like one good thing you ever did in this book. She just totally stands up to him. She's like, you're being crazy. I'm a woman. I'm an adult, even though I don't act like it all the time, and I can decide where I go and what I do when you have like 5 security people following me. It's not dangerous. Calm down. Remember in the first or second book, Anna spends like $20,000 at a charity to rent Christian's cabin in Aspen for a month. Yeah, I don't remember it either. Anyway, she did, and now they're gonna go there for a week and waste 150 pages doing nothing. Isn't that great? No advancement of the plot here at all. Just, you know, we're just going to Aspen. Something worth mentioning that happens in Aspen is that her friend Kate and Christian's brother Elliot get engaged, and you don't know those people because I've never mentioned them because they're kind of worthless. So that's it. So they come home from Aspen, and I've just wasted a bunch of my time reading a bunch of crap. Other subplots that don't matter. Leela, the crazy sub from the second book, she comes to visit Anna at work. Christian freaks out at her. Is this the 50th time he's been pissed at her for something that does nothing to do with him at all? Leela just wanted to apologize to Anna for like breaking into her house and holding a gun to her head. Dude, just calm down. She also has security with her the whole time this is happening. So why are you freaking out at her so bad? In the worst subplot, worse than going to Aspen and doing nothing for 100 pages. For about 100 pages, Anna's dad is in the hospital because he had like a heart attack or something. And I wish I could explain more to you what happens in these 100 pages, but nothing happens. She goes to visit him, she's sad about it, she doesn't know if he's gonna wake up. Oh, he wakes up, oh my fucking god, it's Anna's birthday, everyone celebrates, she gets a new car, oh her life's hard, her dad's in the hospital. Wah! Nothing advances in the plot at all at this point. This is like 4 instances now of this happening for more than 20 pages. Here we go, Breaking Dawn Part 1. Anna hasn't been taking her birth control shots. God, I wonder what's gonna happen. Anna finds out she's pregnant. Worst reaction ever from the father, who's also her husband, so what's the problem? He calls her stupid. He says that this is all gonna be about diapers, vomit, and shit, and I quote all of these things. He says, fuck this, and then he leaves the apartment and doesn't come home until 2 a.m. to his pregnant wife, wasted off his ass on bourbon, as he says. So, husband, father of the year, Christian Grey, everyone. Round of applause. She goes to work the next day and Jack calls her office and he's like, I have your sister-in-law, Mia. You don't know who Mia is? That's so weird. I never mentioned her because she's useless to the plot. Jack kidnaps Mia and he tells Anastasia to go to the bank and withdraw $5 million because he wants it. Otherwise he's gonna kill her and she's not allowed to tell anyone about it. Shocker. She goes to the bank, she tries to withdraw money. The bank wants, you know, to notify Christian of it and Christian immediately thinks that Anna is leaving him and wants the money, and he says, take it all, like, what? She can't tell him that it's for his sister and that she's, you know, being watched. So anyway, blah blah blah. She gets into a van with all the money and Elizabeth's there. You don't know who Elizabeth is? Oh, she's another stupid character. Doesn't matter. She used to work for Anna. She's undercover. She's now working for Jack. And so she kidnaps Anna, takes the money, she drops her off with Jack at some building. Jack punches her in the face and she's like, oh, my baby, and then she passes out. She wakes up in a hospital, she's in and out of consciousness, she's fine, the baby's fine, Christian wants the baby, oh my god, it's the best ending ever, who cares, epilogue time. They're at their mansion in Seattle and they're laying in the grass and you know, the child's running around. It's a boy. He's like 3. It's so cool. And so they had a baby boy and now Anna's pregnant again with a girl and Christian, this is the creepiest thing ever, and he's like, I can't wait to taste breast milk again. What the fuck? And that's how the book ends. Everyone's happy and everyone deserves happiness. It's so great. That's 50 Shades Freed. It's a piece of shit. It's the worst book I've ever read of all time. Ever. Anyway, thanks guys for making me do that. You know, to make me feel better, like this, comment it, favorite it, share it, and then fuck off because I'm still pissed at you for making me read this book. 50 Shades of American Women Who Love the Book and Live the Life. Not a sentence. Seriously, a 50 Shades of Grey magazine. I cannot make this up. Can't make it up. So stay tuned, because in a week I'm going to make a new video and we're going to go through this entire magazine. There's quizzes and Christian and Anna inspired cocktails, and you can release your inner goddess. Oh, so great.